You are now listening to the Inner Circle Podcast Network.
Hashtag No Offense uses strong language and is intended for a mature audience. Listener discretion is advised. Hashtag No Offense.
It's the last time, and I swear it's my last try. And we'll walk in circles around this whole block, walk on the cracks on the same old sidewalks. And we'll talk about leaving town. Yeah, we'll talk about leaving. I swear it's the last time, and I swear it's my last try. We rode across that bridge all night. We talked our way through city lights. Traced all the lines. We're killing time until...
Welcome back to another episode of the Hashtag No Offense Show. My name is Chris, joined as always by the lovely Duchess.
Hello.
What's going on, baby girl?
Nothing. I'm digging this music.
I got feeling a little nostalgic today. Facebook memories hit me up with the 2-year anniversary of Dubfest. When me and Two and Carp went to Dubfest.
Oh, nice.
Less Than Jake was there.
Is this Newfound Glory then?
Less Than Jake was there.
Less Than Jake. I'm like, this is a little rock for Newfound Glory, but I was like, it sounded familiar, but I couldn't place it. It almost sounded like with the Acrobat song. Who sings that one?
Acrobat?
Like, it's an old song. You used to put it on mixtapes for me. It's like, and we're in there, and she's like an acrobat. And I forget how it is, what the song is.
That is the worst description of something that you're trying to get someone else to guess that I have ever heard.
Was it the Ataris, maybe?
I don't know what you got to give me a little bit more than that. You're the person that's like playing charades or the draw Pictionary, and you're just like you draw a fucking square, and then somebody guesses something and it's wrong, and then you just keep pointing at it or you keep drawing it like that. Uh-huh. Give me something else. What?
Oh, I can't think of the song. I know it sounds it says Acrobat in it. I don't know.
Again, see?
That's all I know. I can't get the melody in my head. I'm really bad with that. When I'm talking, especially, I will need 5 solid minutes to probably just sit here and think about what it is.
And then it just pops into your head.
It will later, probably.
Okay, well, let me know. Keep me updated, because now I'm curious. Right, okay. No, but that was a little Less Than Jake, because I saw it on my memories today, like I say, for Dubfest 2 years ago. Went down and partied with J-Dubs and Less Than Jake.
You get to do all the fucking fun stuff.
Fucking Carp. Okay, if there's something going on, Carp was always the guy to find like the weird angle. He's the guy that when we're standing there and we're getting something to eat, happens to just strike up a conversation with the singer of Less Than Jake's dad and become like best fucking friends at the thing. And he's standing in the back talking to the other dad and shit. And he's like, "Hey, that's Chris from Less Than Jake's dad. You guys want to meet him?" Fucking what? Well,
he's a dad, so he makes friends with other dads. Makes sense to me.
I guess. I didn't strike up a conversation with him, but that's just me. Hashtag No Offense Show is sponsored by Hemp Bombs CBD. Hemp Bombs are specifically formulated to provide consumers with a quality CBD product at an affordable price. The many benefits of hemp bombs include reduced anxiety, increased sense of relaxation, reduction of aches and pains, mood enhancement, and deeper, more restful sleep. Hemp bombs come in a wide variety of different products, including oils, gummies, suckers, vapes, and even products for your pet. Use code HTNOS at hempbombs.com to save 20% on your entire order. I want to give a shout out to everybody that placed orders this week. I appreciate everybody. I hope you're trying out those new bath bombs and lotions and things that we were talking about, and they do have some new higher potency oils and gummies and things. People tend to like the oils and the gummies the best. I mean, the other stuff is cool, for like one-off things, but for everyday use, I think the oils and the gummies are the main jam.
Sure.
Yeah, and they, like I said, they got some new flavors and some new higher potency, which when I take them gummies, man, they put me in La La Land, so I don't know what higher potency would do.
I know. I have to kick you in the back because you start snoring.
Well...
That's all you got?
That's all I got, and that's all I need.
I wish I fell asleep as fast as you did. I don't know. When I go to sleep, I'm a pretty solid sleeper, so I feel like if I was extra solid, then I won't hear something happening if I need to. Because those kids never leave me alone, so I'd be the first one they come to. So I don't want to be like in a deep, deep universe and not hear them crying for me. It's mostly the little one.
They don't cry for you. They just come and jump into bed.
They bust in there like the SWAT team.
Yeah.
And, well, it's just Lucas.
I was passed out this afternoon. I took a little nap when we got home today and woke up to him, like, throwing his body like a missile onto the bed. And I'm like, jump, like you said, like startle yourself awake, jump up, like what is going on?
And that's only because I came in there to lay down to play on my phone because that kid uses my phone until it's dead. So I have to keep it plugged in to use it. So I'm like, I'll just go lay in the bed for a little bit and play on my phone. And they left you alone the whole time you were in there. The whole time. Didn't bother you not
like
one
an hour.
time. Doesn't matter.
I know.
They leave you alone.
I told you once, I'll tell you 100 times till I'm dead. They like you. They don't like me.
That's not true. They like you, kind of.
Reassuring.
But as soon as I go in there, not 20 minutes later, he's jumping in there like a missile. And I'm like, dude, I say, get out of here before you get in trouble.
Yeah, well, I wasn't going to fault him for that. You know, I was lucky to take a little nap, so I don't give a fuck. And I had to get up and start this shit anyway, so.
And then I'm on the couch and I'm trying to doze off. Mom! Yes. Can I get a juice bag? Yes. And then he's like, could I turn on Adventure Time? I was like, I don't care. And then he just wants to lay on me, and he rubs his face on us like he's a cat.
He does. What is wrong with that, dude?
I'm like, stop rubbing your face on me.
Glad you brought that up. Friends, listeners with kids, please weigh in on this. Are your kids, do they have weird tendencies like this? Our kid is super fucking loving, and he's always like calling out to say he loves us and shit, and he wants to fucking sit and chill or whatever. But then when he gets within like striking distance, it's face to rub on your arm or rub his face like on your shoulder. Like, it's the weirdest thing. He's like nuzzling you like a goddamn cat.
He's like a cat. And he likes
Not to mention he lays on the back of the couch too like a cat.
And sticks his butthole in your face.
What the fuck? And he was Catboy for Halloween 2 years ago.
Yep.
Damn. Self-fulfilling prophecy. We put that shit into the universe.
I guess so, yeah, because we were in the pool. Was it yesterday or the day before? And he got out of the pool because we were starting his bath. And he came out naked. And he was going through the house. And there he passed us in the kitchen doors. Stopped. Turned around. Came back. Bent over. Put his ass cheeks on the window. And then giggled and ran away.
I don't remember that.
It was just like the day before yesterday.
You would think that I would remember that because that sounds traumatic.
It might have been Friday. Yeah, but then he kept coming running out naked and shit. I'm like, go get in the bathtub. I'll be in there in a minute. Kids
all do that. They love being naked.
I guess. And then today, you had a little fight with Logan about making his ramen noodles. So Lucas had asked for some hot dogs. And Lucas comes in there and he's like, Mom, I thought you were starting my hot dogs. His dad's not doing it. I was like, all right.
I wasn't asked to do it.
I thought he had told you.
No, I wasn't asked to do it.
But he's like, his dad's not doing it. I'm like, all right, I'll be out there in a minute.
Hey, Mother's Day just passed. Father's Day's on the horizon. Things are stressful right now. If you need some help as a parent, as a person on planet Earth, just anything, hempbombs.com, HTNOS.
Yeah.
Save some money. We're also sponsored by Onnit.com. Onnit is a health and fitness juggernaut dedicated to delivering complete and total human optimization through a wide variety.
What are you taking?
Through a wide array of products and supplements. Onnit combines.
Face in that vagina.
What?
From the show. Because you're like, you're going to another universe.
You start at step 6 and you're like, know what I'm talking about. Put your face in the vagina. And I'm supposed to know you're talking about Midnight Gospel.
Yeah.
Okay. Through a wide array of products and supplements, Onnit combines cutting-edge science, earth-grown nutrients, and time-tested strategies to help people reach their peak performance. Alpha Brain, New Moon, Shroom Tech, workout equipment. They're blowing shit out over there too. We've had some Onnit sales for the workout equipment last week.
I looked and they're sold out of everything.
Are they really?
I went to the kettlebells. I can't even get a fucking
Primate
zombie
bell
stupid bell.
Zombie bell,
the dumb ones are all even out.
No, Adam sent me a post from Onnit that the primate bells were back.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know.
If you want a monkey bell, they got them.
I just need something that's 15 pounds.
I was going to say, you're looking at the lower end, so you're probably getting a chimpanzee head or something.
Ugh, yeah, get a fucking
spider monkey.
Cappuccino, whatever. Cappuccino monkey.
What is a cappuccino?
The cappuccino monkey, like in Monkey Trouble.
What is Monkey Trouble?
That movie from like the 80s with that little girl with the brown hair and a red coat, and she found a pet monkey, and he was a thief.
The little girl with the red hair and the...
No, red coat, brown hair. And she found a monkey.
Talking about like Madeline?
No. But she found a monkey. The monkey was a thief. And then she took him home and was loving on him. Google it.
Monkeys are thieves. You know that
They're trained to be thieves.
You know that scene from in Rio when they're all stealing watches and shit?
Oh, yeah.
That's like real. Like they do that.
I think it's called a capuchin monkey. Well, even like if you see video on when you watch like Animal Planet or something, and they're like in India with all those monkeys around the buildings.
Yeah.
And they run down.
Yes. That's what I saw something about that because of coronavirus, because there's less people out and like the businesses were closed down, so like the monkeys weren't getting as much scraps and like the tourists and shit weren't like throwing them stuff, so they were like the monkeys were upright.
Riding.
Yeah, they were rising up, dude. The monkeys were coming to take some shit. Like fuck, dude, that's scary shit because when the monkeys come, dude, like
they got more than corona.
they can overpower you, man. Like those little, the little ones are strong, man, and then they come fucking
strong.
50, 60 deep. Can you imagine a pack of monkeys coming down the street?
That'd be scarier than getting attacked by a pack of wolves.
And then Joe Rogan posted something the other day that there was some coronavirus testing or like like they were testing something for like a vaccine or whatever, and they had like all these like top secret vials and like blood samples and shit, and a pack of fucking monkeys came and attacked the people with the blood and took the samples.
Yep.
Because his post was just 2020, or this movie keeps on getting weirder and weirder.
Right.
Is what he posted.
It really does.
It's like, motherfucker. The monkey, because like you think about Outbreak and like that all came from like a monkey scratch or whatever, and then the monkeys are like, "Fuck you ain't curing this shit." Taking a long way around to say visit onnit.com, onnit.com/HTNOS to save 10% off your order of monkey kettlebells, so you can get stronger to when the Planet of the Apes jumps off. Then you can be ready and you can defend humankind. How's your week going?
Great. I exercised every day except for Friday. And
Friday's normally the day.
Yeah, because we usually get takeout. And then today we drove around. We actually ate at a restaurant today, which was nice. For the first time in like 3 months.
Yeah, today was our journey back out into phase 2.
I mean, it didn't really go as planned because what we wanted to do was go to John's Pass and eat at Hooters because Logan wanted Hooters. And when we got there, it was so packed out.
Everybody was experiencing the phase 2 reopen there. Everybody was like, we took a ride out to the beach, which we do from time to time, even when we're not going to the beach, and just cruise the beach town and just get out.
Spots.
Well, just get out for a while. Just take a drive, fucking windows down.
Yeah, down the coast.
So many people out right now. Like Corona is a fucking distant memory right now.
Right. Well, and then when we went, we ended up landing at this place called Shell's, which used to be a chain, but now I think there's only a few that are independently owned.
Yeah, it's OG.
Tampa Bay.
It's OG.
So we stopped in there, and they had like the panels that were bolted into the ground because they're
separating.
It's
the tables.
kind of like the plexiglass stuff or whatever. So I'm like, looks pretty empty in here, but I mean, they literally, instead of just not seating people, it looked like they had removed tables.
Yeah, it was pretty open in there.
Mm-hmm. But I guess they open at 2 now. We had just got here, and we walk in, and Lucas is like, "Are we the only ones here?" I'm like, maybe. But part of me was a little bit worried because everything's been closed down for a while. I'm like, and it's a seafood restaurant, so I'm thinking to myself, I really hope that
it's not old.
Yes. I was nervous. I was nervous that it was going to be.
You had a good piece of fish, man. I enjoyed it.
I did.
Had some baby lobster pasta. Got them langostinos going.
Mm-hmm. And I never order fish. And I was pleasantly surprised with my sandwich.
I was glad we got out a little bit today. I mean, we still are trying to do the mode or whatever because, like I joke, I say Corona's a distant memory, but obviously, nothing changed. Things are just reopening or whatever. So that's what's confusing about the whole thing right now is that nothing did change. It's not like something happened or some announcement was made or whatever. We just decided enough was enough, as a whole, I think, and are just going back to, getting back to normal, getting back to it.
A lot of other people were too. When we went, and then we stopped for ice cream on the way home.
Line out the door.
No, not 6 feet apart neither.
Well, you go to an ice cream place, it's predominantly kids. So you got a group of 5 kids, and they're all on top of each other. And then there was a space between the next group of 5 fucking kids that was all on top of each other.
No, nobody was wearing a mask.
I haven't seen many masks. I haven't seen many masks at all.
So I just feel like eventually it's just going to fade itself out until somebody the media comes back and says, oh, all of a sudden there's a spike, and then everybody's going to fucking freak out again.
Oh, for sure. And that's what'll happen. That's what'll happen.
But I had gotten an email for my back to work stuff, and it said that we have to wear masks in all common areas in the building. But the whole building is a common area because it's a big open floor. We have like big long. It's not like I have a cubicle like I did at my other job. It's just like a big long table, and we're not 6 feet apart.
See, that's what I don't know, and I don't want to really get off on that, but that's what kind of bugs me about this whole mask thing is that you don't see it, and then you start to feel like, okay, well, maybe I'm not an asshole for not wanting to get a fucking haircut because I'll have to put a mask on, and then it's like you can't go. They want you to come back to work, but they won't let you go back to work.
Right.
My place has shut down starting Monday. Has shut down every entrance except the main entrance, and when we walk through, we have to get our fucking temperature scanned. Mm-hmm. And I'm like. I'm not trying to be funny, but like I usually am hot. I mean, it's fucking 98 and I mean, we're June in Florida right now. It's hot anyway. And I run hot. I'm a big fucking dude. So I try to get into work and they're like, hey man, you're a little fucking warm today. You got to go home. Mm-hmm. Got to get a doctor's note,
Yeah, like, but you don't go to the office that much.
I do a little bit. Since no one else is, like, I'm the messenger boy right now.
Oh, because they're not having the meetings like they were.
No.
But you just go to the mailboxes and pick up signs or whatever.
Basically couriering everybody's shit out to them. I don't know. It's a little weird, and I would like to, if possible, get back to the way it was, and I'm not sure that that's ever going to be a thing.
Maybe not. We'll see.
We shall see. Time will tell.
They also put out a survey asking if we'd rather work from home permanently, come back to work full-time, or if they would be flexible with.
It's nice that they asked your opinion instead of just delegating it.
I think that if our company wasn't doing so well remotely, that it wouldn't have been an option.
That's what I said to you after the first couple weeks. I'm like, they're not losing any productivity and you guys are still getting your shit done. So I don't know why they don't just phase out the office and you guys just be remote for fucking ever. Mm-hmm. They can save some money on office space and all the equipment and shit that they got to deal with there, and then y'all can just be at home and, everybody wins.
The thing is, they would have to keep the building anyway because that's where they house all their asset trucks because we're a brokerage and we have assets. So they'd still need the building but I mean, they could probably run it at half.
Yeah, for sure. Downsize it at least. Something.
But I'll be excited to go back into the office. I do miss my work people.
I was going to say, I'm sure it would be nice for you to see somebody other than the kids.
And the main account that I do, I need to do more cross training just so like if somebody goes on vacation, we're not fucked because I basically handle one account. It's the third largest account in our company, so I mean I do a lot of work, but I need to learn different stuff. So I'm not just a one trick pony.
Is that what you told them? You wanted to go back?
I said the flexibility. If I wanted to work from home, then I would like to have the option to, but I also don't mind going back into the office for cross training, 1 or 2 weeks out of the month.
There, a couple days here, a couple days there,
Yeah.
I think it's going to be pretty touch and go for a lot of places until we figure out what the new norm is.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, like I say, it's summertime kicking off in Florida, so we're in the middle of hurricane season. Mm-hmm. Did you see that we had the first named storm at Miss Florida? But
Bertha?
I was like, what a... Not that I wish a hurricane to smash just because we've been through it, but what a waste of a fucking great name, dude. Mm-hmm. Like, how come Hurricane Bertha wasn't a Cat 5 that just smashed into something?
And no matter how old I get, Bertha will always be at Chuck E. Cheese, where you have to throw those balls in her mouth, and it's like that old fat lady. She has to throw the balls in her mouth.
Yeah.
That's Big Bertha.
I know I told you that Riley was talking about it on the plunge, but I guess since everything's been shut down, let's talk about Chuck E. Cheese. They changed their name and DoorDash so they could try to like swindle people into getting pizzas ordered.
See, it's still Chuck E. Cheese when I look on DoorDash.
Yeah,
like,
we fact checked
order
them.
a Chuck E. Cheese pizza.
We fact checked you, Riley, and it doesn't say Pasquale's Pizza.
Or maybe they're both on there, so then they can just order. That way they'll get double the orders. I mean, Chuck E. Cheese pizza isn't terrible, but that's not the first place I think of when I want pizza.
Hell no.
I'm like, are you going to give me some tokens for when you like, y'all reopen?
Right.
You can send a picture of beer. But I saw that, remember I was complaining the one time when we got Cheesecake Factory, I'm like, they don't have to go alcohol. Mm-hmm. And then we were coming out of Portillo's one day when we going to get paint. Across the street, it was Tibby's New Orleans restaurant. And it says, we got drinks to go or whatever, like bar to go or something. I was like, yeah, we're getting Tibby's next time.
I don't see how they can do that with like drinking and driving.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't care.
You know, because it's a styrofoam cup with a fucking lid. It's not like they're giving it to you in a sealed container.
Right.
You'd pull out of the parking lot and the cops are like, hey, open container.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe they just don't care.
But we gotta get our hurricane prep game on too, because that's
I said that yesterday.
I know you did, and that's why I'm talking about it.
I was like,
Because guess what?
What?
These named storms come in alphabetical order.
I know.
And we just hit B. And it's 2020, and if the next named storm that comes this way isn't named Carol fucking Baskin, what a wasted opportunity. I don't know if did they already do they list them out ahead of time? What's the C?
I don't know. You can Google it and find out.
Oh, man. If it's not Carol with an E, I'm going to be very upset. What a fucking drop ball. But you know what? The way shit's going, I wouldn't even put it past them. They probably named it fucking Caesar or something.
Yeah, after like Bertha, they're going to name it like Cataract or something.
Cataract?
It's old. I'm thinking about old people.
They fucking dropped the ball.
What is it?
Cristobal. Literally.
I was like, you just didn't do that on purpose?
Oh, shit.
Dumb.
Did you see my face?
Yeah, the light bulb totally went off.
Fucking, the next name storm will be Hurricane Cristobal. Weak.
It's from Pasco County.
Carol with a fucking E would have been perfect.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We got Dolly after that, so Dolly's got potential.
Ooh, yeah, coming at you like a big pair of double D's.
Working 9 to 5 in this bitch.
Yeah, I was looking at generators because I'm like, maybe we should invest in one now that we're a little bit better off. And like you were like, why don't we need one of those? We haven't needed one in 15 years. I'm like, I don't know, just to have it, just in case.
You're just in buy mode. You're like in consumerism, like overload right now. You just want to buy, purchase, order, Amazon, fucking every day. Fucking come to my house.
That's what happens when you get a new house.
Fuck that, man. Like, we ain't got no need for no goddamn generator. Power goes out, power goes out.
Yeah, well, when the power goes out and it's nasty, hot, humid in here and our refrigerator don't work.
We've lived here for 15 years.
I know, and our power went out in Ruskin, I think 3 days one time, and we went just bought a bunch of ice and put it in the cooler.
Don't remember it.
You don't remember anything.
I know.
Maybe that's why you don't want a generator.
Probably.
Because you don't fucking know anything and forget everything.
I'll just sit in the pool. I'll just sit in the fucking pool.
But you can't, because after 2 days of the pump not running, it's going to go fucking green. Dum-dum. That's why I'm thinking about this shit.
We've been...
But you crack your cold beer, too, after 2 days sitting in a fridge with no power.
Yeah, and this Guinness wouldn't... Well, this Guinness would taste fine warm.
Oh, goodness.
I'll drink a Guinness warm. That's how they do it. That's how they do it in Dublin.
Mm-hmm.
Room
they
temp.
put an egg in there, too?
Room temp. What? They put an egg in there?
Oh, my dad used to put eggs in his beer. I don't
Not no goddamn Guinness.
They put all kinds of shit in Guinness, don't they? Jaeger? What do they do? What's the car bomb? Bailey's?
Yeah, and curdled milk.
Well, it turns curdled once you drop it in the burger. I've done a couple of them, though. They're not bad.
No, I'll fuck with a car bomb here and there. Mm-hmm. I'll fuck with a car bomb
not
here
bad.
and there. We've been spending a lot of time in the pool because it is summertime and it is hot and we're beating the heat and we're enjoying some time with the kids and whatnot.
Yeah.
And we're teaching our youngest how to swim, and that's been hit or miss.
Mm-hmm. He swims good in his jacket.
He was a little freaked out even with that because like we had the second one in Chicago, so we call him Snow Baby, and we brought him back to Florida, and it's not in him, it's not in the DNA. He wasn't spit out in the swamp, so he just doesn't have that recklessness like the old one does. The old one doesn't give a shit. He's fucking whatever. So we're working with him a little bit, and I have to say, like I had a proud dad moment with him in the pool, and because I got him to jump into the pool. He wouldn't jump even with the life vests, and I finally coaxed him to do it, and he saw that he popped back up, but then he wouldn't do it again. And then I was working with him, and I kept taking steps back, and he was jumping in, and he was like starting to get a wise to it a little bit. He's like, hey, you moved. And I'm like, no, I didn't.
Right.
Finally got him to jump in, and I moved all the way back, and he just went underwater, and he came back up, and he looked at me, and then he like realized I'll be fine.
Fun, and he has fun.
Later that night, I'm getting him out and I'm getting him set up or whatever, and he says, how did he word it? He was just like, Dad, thank you for helping me find my bravery or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, man, you do like me.
I told you.
You do fucking like me, little guy.
Now he's Lucas the Flying Squirrel Wutsky because
he don't give one solitary fuck. And now we're working with him without the vest and shit, because that's something that I want to. I mean, it's important living here with all the water around anyway. Like the kids, Logan was like 2 when we had him in swimming lessons.
Yeah, but he liked the water to begin with. Lucas screamed and screamed even when I washed his hair.
Yeah, we got to get him going on some swim lessons so he could be.
I got the paperwork filled out.
Mind.
I got the paperwork filled out. We just have to send it over and get him
going on it.
Yeah, I figure we start after when we get back, because we're going on vacation with my sister.
2 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, so after we get back from that, we'll start the lessons.
But speaking of the little guy, you had a story you wanted to tell me, and you didn't want to tell me before the show. And you gave me a little lead in, and in my notes I just have explicit lyrics.
Oh my God!
What can you extrapolate on Lucas's explicit lyrics?
I'm sitting at my workstation, and he comes up to me. He said, "Mom, can I use your phone?" He's always on my phone.
Okay.
I said, "Yeah." So he picks up the phone, and he's just sitting there, and he just starts singing, "My dick in your butt."
He said what?
And I go, "What?" He's like, "My dick in your butt." And I'm like, "What? My dick in your butt?" And I'm like, "Where did you hear that?" He's like, He
listens to regular Spotify.
And I'm like...
He listens to your Spotify account.
I thought about it, and I'm like, every time that Ariana Grande song comes in the car, you're like, how's it go?
Dick in a butt, dick in a butt. Love it or leave it, my dick in your butt.
Right. So I'm like, is he hearing you sing that song in the car?
I don't even know what the real words are, dude. What are the real words to that song? I don't know any Ariana Grande song.
Something it up.
She just goes, dick in your butt, dick in your butt. Love it or leave it, my dick's in your butt.
Right. So I'm like, is he hearing you sing this song? I'm like, Lucas, I'll sing that.
That's awesome. Because the last time I could tell you that I've heard that song to do that has been quite some time. So it's not like a recent thing, unless he's going into the archives.
No, but I think Logan has it on his Spotify playlist. So when he hears the song on there, he probably thinks about you in the car when we used to like do things.
Man.
I know.
That's
such
good.
a great influence.
Well, you know what? I am a fucking good influence. I don't care what you say. That's hilarious. He's fucking hilarious.
And he doesn't know what he's saying, so that makes it even funnier.
Hell yeah. He just can't go to kindergarten in a couple months talking about dicks in the butt.
But his mouth just gets him in trouble lately, because I was doing something, and I had a text message come through, and I told him, when you use my phone, I said, when I get a text message, you need to bring it to me. So, like, when the text message goes off, I'll wait like a few seconds.
Oh, yeah.
So my text message went off. I waited, and I go, Lucas. He goes, I know. You think I'm dumb or something? I'm like, oh man.
That's from you. He spends more time with you. He's mimicking your fucking, because that's how you are. That's your attitude. That's your fucking attitude towards everybody.
Oh gosh.
Nasty ass
I'm
attitude.
Like, no, but you need to be a little bit quicker when you bring my phone to me.
He's been asking me about Disney, and I got Disney reopening soon news. So
they charge us for the first time in 3 months.
Well, look at that. He's been asking to go, and they've got their plan in place. They're reopening on the 11th of July. So
we can't go anyway.
About a month they're going to reopen.
We can't go till August or September.
Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about, because they're reopening with stipulations, obviously, and it's Mando masks, and it's social distancing, and a lot of the shit's shut down. Like all the character meet and greets are shut down, the parades and all the gatherings are shut down. I mean, like, you know how those lines are. And then imagine being them spaced out 6 feet apart. You know, like you're going to be waiting, even with limited capacity, you're going to be waiting for fucking everything. And with the fucking summertime heat and the masks, Mando masks, my question to you is, do you even want to go back, or do we wait until some more shit shakes out, some more developments happen, and maybe we can go back when we don't have to do the stipulations?
Well, we're already paying for it. I think I can cancel it. We usually take Logan for his birthday in November, so maybe things will iron out by then, because that's when we would stay. Because, I mean, we can't, like I said, our passes are blocked out till like September. And we usually go in September because we like to see the fall stuff. And then when we go in November for Logan's birthday, then it's all decorated for Christmas.
And then we get into food and wine and shit too.
So I guess we just wait and see.
But you're in no rush to go back.
No.
So, like, I miss it. Like, I've been wanting to go back, but I don't want to go back with fucking...
It seems like it's going to be a pain in the ass.
Restriction. Yeah, I don't want to go back with restriction.
Yeah, I don't mind wearing the masks. I understand why they do it. It's because they have to, and they feel like it's a safety precaution. So I don't mind doing that. But I don't know if I want to make the kids do that.
Yeah.
You
I don't.
know?
I know I don't.
I feel like they know enough about the virus. They know that we have to protect ourselves. But I feel like it's almost putting more fear into them by having them wear a mask while we're out.
I could see that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I could see that.
Like, I want them to know that it's serious, but I don't want them freaking out about it.
Yeah, that's good. And I mean, we don't need to go is the thing. Like, we've been more than any family needs to go already. If we never go back, I think we're fine. I only want to go because he misses it. And I think why he misses it is because it was such a regular occurrence for us that, like, now it's, like, out of the ordinary. It's just one of those extra things that we're not doing now.
Well, he's been watching FGTV on YouTube, which is a family that goes on vacation a lot. So he'd asked me, he's like, when we go back to Disney, can we go on Splash Mountain? I was like, hell yeah, we can go on Splash Mountain. Because I never want to do stuff like that.
Yeah, and then once he goes on, he'll never want to go on again.
Well, at least he went on.
Yeah.
More than I can say for the big one.
He tries shit, and that's why he doesn't go on either. He goes on and figures out he's going to get freaked out, and he's like, fuck that, I ain't going back. Mm-hmm. He'll come around. When I was his age, I was a little freaked out too, and then when I was got in my teen years, I was all about it. So
yeah.
He'll come around.
I feel now, even when I went to Busch Gardens last year for Howl-O-Scream.
Horrorfest?
Yeah, whatever it is. Horror. Yeah.
No, it's for sure Horrorfest.
Yeah, sometimes. But even not being on roller coasters in so long, I was feeling a little like lightheaded.
I don't know how to break this to you, but
I know.
You're old.
I know.
You're fucking old.
I know, but
You're not the way you were. None of us are, okay? Time is a bitch. I'm going to be 40 this year, okay?
I know.
We are old.
I know. I can't sneeze without peeing a little bit. I almost shit my pants every day. Like, it just sucks.
Well, I mean, that's a
That's
little
from
much.
having children. Don't have kids.
That's a little
if
much.
you want to keep your bladder intact.
You know what I wanted to tell you?
What?
This article that I got about the reopening statistics or not the reopening best practices or whatever. On the side, it had a little thing to click, like related stories or whatever. Did you know that for a time that they were considering opening a new park at Disney and it was going to be villains themed?
Dude, that would be awesome.
And they were going to have a castle like the Magic Kingdom castle, but it was going to be Maleficent's castle.
Ooh.
And like it was going to be all dark themed and shit. And for whatever reason, they didn't go forward with it.
Wow.
That would have been dope, right?
Yeah. I think maybe people would visit it for the wrong reasons. Maybe that's why they didn't go through with it. I don't know. Just like,
what are the wrong reasons?
Being mischievous. I don't know.
They're mischievous at the regular parks.
That's true.
I was thinking about like all the different like things they could have did with that. You know, they could have had like a trippy ass like Wonderland part and shit where it was all like the dark forest area and shit with like the mushrooms and whatnot and shit like that.
I mean, what kind of rides would you put in something like that? It would be more, I think, mostly visual effects.
Probably. You know, they could do like a hangout spot even, because you remember downtown Disney back in the day used to be Pleasure Island, which was the thing from Pinocchio where you know, like they went and it was like the big 8-ball, like they basically where he went, where Pinocchio went when he was being like, you know, being bad or whatever. He was shooting pool and drinking beers and smoking cigars and shit. That was the adult part of Disney, and now it kind of transformed into Disney Springs or downtown Disney or whatever, which is just shows or not shows, stores and restaurants and blah blah blah.
Yeah, it's a little bit of shows.
They could have like a spot like that where it could be the villain spot. You know,
they can have a Lion King ride where you're like you watch Mufasa die and you're like in the wildebeests. Like,
oh my god, that's dark as fuck.
Right?
Maybe that's why they pulled the plug on this.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Simulate being the Wicked Witch and handing poison apples out to fucking hot girls and shit.
Hot girls. Fucking dwarves.
Yeah, because that's got a shade of like date rape in it. Here, I'm gonna give this hot girl this apple that's gonna pass her out, and then 7 dwarves are gonna run a train on her.
Right, like who was the bad one in Sleeping Beauty?
Maleficent.
Oh, that's right. I was thinking Snow White. That's a different bitch.
Yeah.
I don't remember her name.
Fucking Snow White.
No, the bad witch lady.
Oh, she's just the
bad witch.
Evil queen. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I should know that. I watched Once Upon a Time. A lot of seasons of it.
You know what?
Regina. Her name was Regina.
That is an evil bitch name. Well, I guess that was the lead mean girl, too.
You're right.
Yeah. So that's an evil name.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe that's why they couldn't think of enough, like, stuff to put.
Probably, yeah, probably why. I mean, like, I guess in principle, you know, see, that's why we talk these ideas out.
They can have, like, the things that, like at Bass Pro where you're shooting, but it's Bambi's dad. You put a quarter in, you can shoot Bambi's dad.
Jesus Christ. Well, this is fucking good. What else? What else we got?
Well, I'm thinking of all the old movies. Because, I mean, Beauty and the Beast, there's really nothing. Because the Beast ends up being a real sweetheart.
What can Jafar do?
Ooh, whip out his dick.
Can you be creepy and try to rape the princess?
That'd be cool, like, if you did.
That'd be cool.
No.
That'd be fucking.
No.
You are so off your game tonight.
If you were like a simulation to go on a magic carpet ride through the fucking sand demon.
The Cave of Wonders?
Yeah, that'd be cool. If it was like a magic carpet ride, like the Star Wars ride, but you're on a magic carpet.
They'd have to do something. They'd have to do like a water ride with Ursula.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. Well, they kind of do when we watch a Little Mermaid show. That gets dark for a minute. You go through the little like poor unfortunate souls, and you have to like go through her little garden of souls, and they like maybe seaweed or something comes up and like touches you, and you're like, it's a soul.
Yeah, this probably wasn't a good idea. That's why they pulled the plug. It looks good on paper because you're going, whoa, shit, that dark castle looks fucking awesome.
It would look pretty cool.
Yeah, but I guess in practice, not so much.
I'd still visit it.
Well, they got all the other licensing rights too. You could do something with Darth Vader. You could do something with Thanos.
Yeah.
Like they got other opportunities. But I was thinking when shit comes back around that maybe next time we don't re-up the Disneys and we do some Universal passes, since that's like the stepchild park to us and we don't go there as much. Maybe we should do some shit with that.
I think only because it's mostly rides and roller coasters, and the boys aren't really into that.
Well,
stuff.
yeah, well, and the stuff that they do got that is stuff that we're not into. Like I ain't seen a Harry Potter movie ever, and that's like a big thing there.
The ride is cool. Logan would like that because it's just like the Avatar ride.
Maybe we start watching those with him. Maybe we start watching Harry Potters with the kids.
They're not bad movies. It's like
say they were. It's just would they hit when we were fucking in our 30s?
Yeah, we had just had Logan, I think.
Why would I try to watch a movie about a bunch of little kids in fucking Wizard Junior High? You know, like that makes no interest to me whatsoever.
We watched Lord of the Rings, and that's a bunch of old fucking hobbits with magic.
I've been on the Lord of the Rings story since I was a child.
I've never heard of it.
Are you kidding?
Not until when I saw the movie.
Oh, fucking A. When I was a kid, there was an animated version, like from the early 80s.
Was it called The Hobbit, or did that come out after?
No, it was called Lord of the Rings.
Oh.
Well, there was an animated Hobbit too, but that's not what I'm talking about. This is that weird animation style that's kind of like old school, like Masters of the Universe, like He-Man, where it's like they almost move like real people, but it's still a cartoon. Right. You know what I mean? Like that. It's kind of weird.
Where they still kind of have to draw them, but they're not all computerized.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
So I watched that, and I thought that was cool. I used to watch it all the fucking time when I was a kid, so when the movies came out, I was pumped. And like that's one of the few books I've ever read is Lord of the Rings.
I think the only book I ever read was Jaws, and all I remember is that line that says, "Her glistening pussy." And I'm like, this is not appropriate.
They didn't use the word pussy, though, did they?
Yes, they did.
For real?
In the first Jaws book.
Who wrote that? Was that Stephen King? That wasn't Stephen King.
No, Spielberg did the movie. I don't know who did the book. I don't remember. I should know that. It's like my favorite movie.
It is your favorite movie.
So I should know that.
I would think that you would know that.
But I didn't read a lot of books. I used to read Goosebumps. And then we were in grade school, we had to read like those boxcar books, but
I don't read shit.
I read magazines.
I don't read shit.
Teen Bop and shit.
Your new boyfriend, Jason Almy, makes sure to remind me how dumb I am all the time because I don't read.
You can be smart and not have a PhD.
Obviously. You ready to do some Florida stuff?
Yeah.
Woo, doggy. Hey, Beatrice.
Yeah?
Get your ass in here. These no offense boys about to do Welcome to Florida again.
Let me grab the natty.
Oh, shit, and I thought my family was fucked up.
All right, so each and every week our What the Fuck Florida stories are sponsored by Ohfishl Clothing. Check out ohfishl.com, that's OHFISHL, and use code HTNOS to save 25% off your order of beautiful handcrafted t-shirts, hats, and jewelry. Ohfishl Clothing.
Live by your own rules.
Thank you for the punch-up this week, because last week you yawned, and I was waiting for it.
I did. Well, don't talk about it.
That's fake. That's fake. How
it's
dare you?
like if you see somebody else yawn, you yawn. Don't talk about it.
I won't tuck and talk about it.
Ha ha.
First one I got for you, we're in Pensacola, where a Florida man was arrested after stealing the car from his Tinder date.
Okay.
40-year-old Eric Taylor of Pensacola, Florida, matched on Tinder with a lovely young woman, and they decided to meet for a night out on the town. However, the two appeared to have very different ideas of how the night would go.
Yeah, like, why is he driving her car? How did that happen?
I don't think that he was until he took it from her.
Oh, because they just met up at a place. Maybe he rode his bike there. And then he was like, oh, this bitch got a car?
Rather than dinner and drinks, Taylor wound up stealing his date's Audi Q3 and took off.
Dang, that's a nice car.
That's probably why he saw her pull up in that and was like, opportunity's knocking. I
bet you that bitch was salty and she said he stole it. And she was like, he just wanted to take it for a test drive.
Hold that thought. Unfortunately for him, police in Trussville, Alabama were alerted to his location through a flock safety alert, which I guess must be like an Amber Alert or something, which notified the authorities he was driving in the stolen vehicle. He was apprehended shortly thereafter. Caught red-handed. No salty. He took it. Nice. Trussville police said that, he took it over state line too, because Pensacola is right there on the border of Alabama and Florida. Trussville police said about Taylor's alleged crime and arrest, rather than simply swiping left, he decided to meet the young woman for a night on the town before taking off in her vehicle. He was booked into Jefferson County Jail on bonds totaling $100,000 and faces charges of first degree receiving stolen property and illegal possession of a credit and debit card. Damn, because her purse must have been in there too. And he was like, fuck it.
Just dumb.
That's dating in the new world.
Yeah, well, even on Tinder, you kind of talk for a little bit before you meet. So, what was she...
How's it go on Tinder? Tell me.
Well, I just know because of Adam.
Oh, okay. I was going to do some investigative journalism here.
No, because he'll I'm talking to his girl for a couple weeks. She says she wants to suck my dick, so that's what we're going to do. And that's his story.
That's usually how it goes,
yeah, right. So, that's how I know about the talk for a couple weeks.
If you ever watch like Creatures of the Night live on Facebook video and you watch Adam and he starts looking down like this, like he's talking and then he starts looking down, that's because he's getting
messages?
He's getting fucking booty calls. And then you'll see like he's not really engaged in the conversation and he looks down at his phone and then Jason Almey's fucking do and then Adam's like, yeah, that being said, fucking
I got titties on my phone.
Can we wrap this fucking thing up? Because this bitch just sent me a whole titty.
Was there a baby attached to it this time? That was Riley.
See, these guys with their fucking Tinders, and we've talked about this before, but I don't think that I could do it, man. I don't think that I could do it because it's just so weird, man.
Yeah.
But that's how you meet now.
Well, I wouldn't go out looking. I would just let it find me. That's how the first time it happened, so.
Oh, look at you. I did. I hunted you down like Bambi's dad.
Well, I always say if I didn't get kicked out of my house, I never would have met you.
Yeah, we sat up last night going through like chain of events of like if this didn't happen and that didn't happen and this didn't happen, like, and because we were talking about how your mindset is, like everything happens for a reason, and I used to be like, fuck you, I make my own shit, and now I think that we've blended into each other enough to I think we're both a blur of
because nobody's saying that you don't make your own choices, but I also feel like there's influence put in your path to make you decide which way to go.
Word up. So, and this dude's path took him straight to fucking jail.
That's what I mean. I bet you she was like messaging him and saying, I don't know, they talk and she's like, yeah, I drive this. Oh, what do you do for work? Blah, blah, blah. This is what I do for work. And they're talking and talking. So maybe he catfished her in a different way.
Could have been premeditated like that. Or it could have just been like he intended to hook up with this bitch. And then she rolled up in the fucking, in the pimp ride. And he was like, no way. And then got in and he was like, fucking score. Purse is here too. I'm going to start using this debit card.
That's so weird. That's just so weird.
Took that shit to Alabama because he probably was like, I'll get out of Florida. I'll go into fucking backwoods Alabama and ain't no one going to find me.
Everybody's going to find you. Nobody has an Audi in Alabama.
Facts. Good point.
Pull up to Jody B's house.
That's Arkansas.
Audi. Oh, same place.
Same shit.
They're the same person.
How fucked up is that we can throw stones at Arkansas from Florida? Because we're literally like another country.
I know it.
We obviously have been together since we were children, so I was going to ask you if you have any bad date stories.
I don't have any.
You didn't ever go on any dates like before me?
Well,
or with me?
I don't think we ever really had a bad date because we were always poor, so we didn't really do much.
We did plenty. Fuck off.
We went to the movies a lot.
Yeah, we did.
We went to Outback with Nick and Becky a lot. That was like our spot. We go to Outback.
That was our spot. You know what our spot was? When we used to fight, we'd go to Chili's.
And talk, make up.
We would go to Chili's and there wouldn't be no
that's
one
why
there.
You hate Chili's.
I hate Chili's to this day. I won't go to fucking Chili's. I fucking hate it. It triggers me for past trauma PTSD because I feel like if I go to Chili's, then there's something wrong with my relationship. Fuck Chili's.
But when I started, I guess, dating in 7th or 8th grade, we would just go for walks. Because my mom, like I said, lived by Walhalla, which is Lake Michigan. It was like a beach. It had trails and stuff. So we'd just go for walks and hold hands. And we'd walk all the way around, make a circle back through Whiting. Maybe stop at like the little candy store or the Walgreens and get like a snack.
Y'all living that Andy Griffith life.
I know. Or, just really just go for a walk because there was a little movie theater in town. So then we'd walk to the movie theater and see a movie or whatever.
All good though. Nothing bad.
No, I was on the beach with this one guy and I was laying on my stomach and he put his hand down the back of my pants and then he told me to flip over.
You've told this story like no less than fucking 12 times.
You asking me about bad dates. I'm like, that was pretty bad. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that.
You're always like, and then the time that I was sexually assaulted on the fucking lifeguard tower.
No, it was a swing.
Whatever.
I sucked a dick on a lifeguard tower.
I stand corrected. I don't have any bad dates either, really. I mean, I started thinking about it, and the only thing I could come up with were bad dates or high school dances. Like I don't.
Oh, it's all awkward and shit.
I don't remember. Well, there were a couple, but I don't remember the bulk of the high school dances that I went to were bad. Like it was just bad
like
times.
The decorations were bad.
No. Like the first one I went to was homecoming. My junior year or senior year. I don't remember which year. I went to homecoming, but I was interested in my ex before you, but I didn't go with her because she was with someone else. So I went with one of her friends and we were kind of starting to talk, me and her, but I was there with someone else and she was there with someone else. So it was fucking weird. And then as soon as we got done, then I left essentially the girl I was there with and then kind of was fucking with this girl. And I was addicted to that girl. And I started thinking about it. I was like, that was fucking horrible. Why did I do that to her?
You're kind of a dick sometimes.
I guess. I mean, because you're 17 as fuck, and like you don't think about it.
No.
I remember going, but then once I did hook up with the other girl, and then we went to Turnabout the following year. I remember being a dickhead to her the whole time.
You guys were fighting. I remember that.
You were there that time.
I was there that year, and
if you look at that picture that we're all in, that group picture, her fucking face says it all, dude. Because she looks like she would rather be anywhere else.
Oh, you're talking about your two of you?
Yeah.
I was gonna say because in the group picture she's fine.
No, I'll pull it up. I'll show you that shit. She looks like she would rather be anywhere else, and I'm standing in the back like, I don't give a fuck.
But I don't think there's ever been a dance that I went to that I wasn't, except for homecoming, because I was only at that school for 2 weeks, and then that's probably the worst when the guy asked me and I said yeah, and then I found out that he plays with himself in math class and everybody called him Jimmy Jerkoff.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know any better.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, he's the only one that had the balls to fucking ask me.
Can I tell you that played into my confidence into going after you? Because I was like, if she's going to fucking say yes to Jimmy fucking Jerkoff, then I'm in that shit.
The quarterback of the team was, I forget what his name was, but his girlfriend, whose name was Beth, and she was a cheerleader, and he was starting to talk to me, and she would just give me stank face all the time.
Yeah. Well, I think that's just how she looked. She was one of those girls with that face.
Wasn't she somebody's sister?
Yeah.
That was it Doyle?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love how you just don't give a fuck and you're just like name names.
No, I don't care. Who listens to us?
I'll have you know that Illinois is our number 2 state. So
shout out Chuck Chapman.
Chuck do be liking my posts on Facebook. So yeah, shout out Chuck Chapman. Next one I got for you. We're still in Florida. Next one I got for you. We're in fan favorite Brevard County.
Brevard.
Florida woman tried to kiss strangers in a bar and calls 911 about lack of social distancing.
I think I read that story.
Did you read it?
Mm-hmm. Or I've seen it.
Seen it? I know you don't be reading.
I don't read.
You're a fucking clickbaiter, headline reader. You don't read
Sometimes.
shit. A Florida woman who kept trying to randomly kiss strangers at a local bar reportedly called 911 to complain about the business not practicing coronavirus social distancing guidelines.
I would have grabbed her by the pussy.
How dare you? How dare you? Police said Audra Adams, 32, called 911 a total of 5 times from Monkey Bar and Grill.
Pussy.
Listen. Haha. When you're naming your establishment and you have the entire plethora of the Akashic records at your disposal to I thought I could casually slip that one by you. We'll talk about that at a later date.
I didn't think you had a degree, sir.
I have a degree in
life?
woo-woo.
Oh, gosh.
Okay?
You know, that's what this lady Angela calls me at work. She calls me woo-woo. Kozletsky.
I don't approve of that.
She says, you're my woo-woo.
When you have the entire universe to pull your creative fucking name for your establishment that is your stamp on this world, how do you settle on Monkey Bar and Grill? Monkey. Just straight monkey. Monkey Bar and Grill. Not even like monkey brains, monkey nuts, monkey balls. Just straight monkey.
I think it's just a common animal that people relate to fun and shenanigans. And it's kind of tropical.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, like it's kind of tropical, like monkeys.
But still, there gotta be a better name.
They're gonna know. Hopefully, nobody's going in there talking about throwing some shit, because that's what monkeys do too. Like just go in there, ooh ah, you know.
Ooh ah ah poo poo.
Right. Come to my shit throwing parties.
She called 911 a total of 5 times from Monkey Bar and Grill in Indy Atlantic. We've had a story from there before, and I've commented on the name being weird.
That's weird.
Indy Atlantic.
It's like they couldn't settle on one thing, so they just threw a bunch. It's like, was it
Atlantic and Indian.
Well, I know, but
2 oceans.
There's like Illinoisiana or Indiana.
No, it's Michiana. Michigan, yeah. Indiana.
But then there's an Illiana. Too.
Oh, yeah. All the hoes went to Illiana Christian back in the day. Illiana Christian was the hoe school. Fuck yeah, dude. I remember that.
What was the other hoe school? Was it Marion?
No, they were.
That was the rich bitch school.
Yeah, they were.
The
that was stuck ups. No, HF was rich cokehead.
HF was rich cokeheads. Okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
Anybody that wanted a guided tour through the South Chicago suburbs high school in 1998.
So different crop shows.
Police, Monkey Bar and Grill, Indy Atlantic, which is open, serving both food and drinks, as is allowed under Phase 2 of reopening Florida. Mm-hmm. During the 4th time that she called, officers were already at the bar. On the 5th time she called, officers were actually talking to her.
She's dumb.
The owner of the bar said that Adams was inside trying to kiss random customers, and after a couple people complained, they asked her to leave, and she initially argued and refused until she eventually made her way out the front door. Mm-hmm. COVID-19 can be spread through kissing, so that and any other close contact with anyone outside the household should be avoided. Mm-hmm. Police said Adams left the bar but refused to leave the parking lot even when she was told she was trespassing, and telling officers, "I'll sit in this fucking parking lot all night."
Wow, disrespect.
When asked about why she called 911 so many times, Adams said the bar wasn't following health guidelines and intended to stop the spread of coronavirus, even though she was trying to forcibly kiss everybody.
She a dumb bitch.
You think if somebody would have accepted, she would have been pissed? I think she was a little butthurt. She was a little butthurt because she was rejected 5 fucking times or whatever.
See, and if I was in a bar and somebody tried to kiss me, I'd slap them in their face.
Would you?
I would not.
What if it was St. Patrick's Day?
That's different.
Thank you. That was a fucking test and you passed.
Yeah, that's different. The COVID isn't around, and it's not a kissing holiday.
I'm drinking Guinness right now because, Guinness is my main anyway. We always got Guinness in the beer fridge. But fucking Corona ruined my St. Pat's this year. This is the first St. Patrick's Day since I've been drinking. I think that I haven't had fucking a time out corned beef at a fucking account of mine. Got a Guinness out on the world, dude. We
didn't even make corned beef at home.
I was pissed.
Well, and the day just came and went.
That was right at the beginning. We got shut down, I think, like the fucking couple days before. So nobody was thinking
about it. It was just everybody was dealing with shit, and it went right by me because every year I say I'm going to make my own. Maybe
let's do a halfway. We'll do whatever 6 months from, what is it, April, May, June, July, August, September 17th. September 17th, we're going to do St. Patrick's halfway.
Okay. That makes sense.
And we'll do a corned beef. We'll do a corned beef, and we'll do a bunch of Guinness, and we'll play the Who Want the Gold clip on HTNOS that week, and it'll be a whole fucking thing. So mark your calendars. September 17th, we're halfway to fucking St. Patrick's Day.
All right. I'm good with that.
Miramar, Florida. Naked Florida man spent 24 hours vandalizing a school.
What?
Yeah.
Why would you want to be naked in a school unless you're a pedophile?
There's not much to this story.
Okay.
Other than he was there for 24 hours naked vandalizing it, which I was like, part of me was like, I admire your commitment to what you had.
What was he vandalizing with? Was he just jizzing and pissing on everything? Is that why he was writing his name in jizz?
Security cameras caught Matthew Crandall on video trashing the Miramar High School. He was wearing only a hat and headphones while smashing computers and televisions. The video shows Crandall broke into the school around 7 a.m. on Monday. He caused flooding in the hallways and vandalized classrooms, walls, and hallways throughout the school in Broward County. A school custodian discovered the damage, which is estimated at about $100,000.
What?
Crandall's from Fort Myers, and it's not known whether he had any ties to the school or not. I would have to lean on the side that he does, because Miramar's a little bit away from Fort Myers, so he had to intentionally drive to this fucking school and then destroy it. So I'm going to guess...
How old was he?
Does it say? Doesn't say, but his mug, he looks young. He looks 20s.
He's probably fucking a teacher. And then he had to move away. And then he couldn't see the teacher no more, so then he went and trashed the classroom.
That is a fantastic fucking extrapolation on what could potentially have happened there, because we went through a stretch where we couldn't get away from teacher-student fucking...
That's why he was naked. He was going on a booty call.
He was like, do you remember this dick? Do you remember this dick? I want you to see this dick, because it's back, and I'm fucking your world up.
Maybe she was supposed to meet him at the school, because it was going to be empty. And he was just like, fuck it, I'm coming in my birthday suit. And she's like, I bet you won't. And then he was like, bitch, I'll show you. And then he got mad and he wasn't there. So then he jizzed all over everything and wiped shit on the walls. And then he left.
I love your interactions back and forth.
With myself?
Your lines.
Oh.
I bet you won't. No, I won't.
I'll show you, bitch.
I'll show you. And like I've been trying to do lately, we're going to go out on a nice Florida story.
Okay.
I have a video for you of a Key West graduation.
I love videos.
So I have to think that this has a little bit to do with things being shut down, but I want to believe that this is how the Key West High School graduation goes, even during normal times.
It's so cool.
So Key West High School seniors graduate on jet skis.
I would have to have somebody drive me on one because I don't know how to ride a jet ski.
Look at this shit. You got the principal or whatever standing on the back of a boat with
a grab hander,
and he's handing the diplomas to the kids as they ride by on jet skis.
That's so cool. And it's probably a drone.
Look at that.
That's so awesome.
They're waving to everybody, just cruising around. There's got to be
a GoPro on there.
Here's the thing. Probably not a lot of kids in high school in Key West, because I don't think there's a lot of like people that actually live there year round, especially families with kids. You know what I mean? That's more of like a retirement type.
Awesome if it was.
Oh fuck yeah! God. Oh look at him leaning. Oh, I was gonna say please fall. He had to lean on that one. Mm-hmm. Wow, look at these kids in their caps and gowns on the fucking thing in the water. Now they're gonna run. Instead of throwing their hats in the air, they run and they jump off the pier into the fucking water. That's Florida as fuck. Key West graduates on jet skis.
Awesome.
I love it. Mm-hmm. That's some shit that I would feel like I would see on a WB show. That would be like the Florida version of One Tree Hill, and all the kids are riding jet skis to graduation.
Mm-hmm.
Sound about right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's take a break, and we'll be right back with a little bit more nonsense.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
If you haven't watched The Creatures of the Night before, if you don't know what we're about, we're a conspiracy theory podcast. We're a truth podcast. We're just asking questions. Sometimes we're going to say some silly shit, okay? Just be cool. Everyone be fucking cool. And don't freak the fuck out if we start bringing up crazy shit, okay?
Creatures of the Night is available everywhere you can download podcasts, available on the Inner Circle Podcast Network Presents feed. Check us out at innercirclepn.com. Dutchy poo. Oh, I'm sorry.
I was drinking my water.
I catch you watering yourself.
Oh yeah, like my mint plant.
Dutchy poo poo.
What?
You don't be on social media a lot.
No.
So I assume that you don't know what the trending hashtags of the week are.
No.
One trending hashtag that caught my eye this week was Burger King is over party.
What?
Do you know what that means?
Are they partying too hard? They're over partying?
Well, Burger King apparently offended the droves of Taylor Swift fans this week, and they are out for blood.
How the fuck did they do that?
There was a tweet.
Okay.
There was a tweet, and I don't know who the person who originated the tweet was, but they sent it, they added Burger King.
Okay.
So they mentioned Burger King, and they said, Burger King, I need to know, what's y'all's favorite Taylor Swift song?
So they're just fishing for shit.
Well, that's been a thing where you talk to Wendy's or you talk to Burger King or you mention the handles and then they come back with something witty and then you screen capture it and you share it and it's a big fucking thing.
It's like asking Siri what jizz tastes like.
I guess maybe to a degree, except for there's an actual human person that's manning this Twitter handle.
I know, but it's like, hey guys, ask Siri if she's ever had butt sex. And then she'd be like, I've never had anal.
Did you ever ask Siri what the fox say?
Did they play that song?
Hold on.
Oh, here we go.
I gotta do this. If you've never heard this, Siri, what's the fox say?
What? Say fuck a coin.
That's a different. Hold on. What's the fox say?
Ring ding 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 a ring a ding.
Nice. Hey Siri, eat an asshole.
She said no.
I guess so. Fuck you, Siri.
I did it the one time and it was like, wappa papa pow, papa 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 pow, papa papa papa, and it went on for like fucking 30 seconds. And I'm like, how do I turn this fucking thing off? No, the reply from Burger King to this tweet was the one about her ex. Clever. Which I was like, haha, because they're all about an ex, right? That's that's the T-Swizz fucking thing. Well, maybe not anymore because she's getting older or whatever, but they're still all about love and relationships and fucking whatever. So T-Swizz Army was like, fuck you.
What's the big deal?
Right. What's the big deal? And people were like, wow, we're going to get upset about that. You're going to reply back to a joke with a joke and fucking whatever. And then they backpedaled on it and they were like, you can't see that we're just joking and you're taking a joke and blah, 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 blah.
Right, you asked me a question. I had a witty answer and now you're going to come at me?
No, the army was like, we're just joking. I'm like, fucking no, you ain't. Y'all are fucking little kids trying to get rid of Burger King. If you go on hashtag Burger King is over party right now and you read through the comments, they want Burger King gone because they attacked the almighty T-Swizz.
That's ridiculous.
Can you imagine?
Well, they asked for it.
Can you imagine? Well, that one person asked.
I know.
For it.
That's what I mean. Don't be saying shit on Twitter. It's powerful.
Twitter is powerful. What else? So you didn't show me any trash TV this week, really?
We watched Space Force.
We did start watching Space Force on Netflix.
I love Steve Carell. I would sit on his face.
Wow, really? That's your one, huh?
Yeah.
That's your celebrity guy?
The older one. I think like there's different levels.
Or different age periods where you...
Yeah, like Leonardo DiCaprio is kind of like... I want to say my age. He's a little bit older than me. But then, like, Steve Carell's, like, the old one. I don't really have, like, a younger guy.
You don't have, like, a running, like, celebrity list?
Leonardo DiCaprio and Steve Carell. And that crazy...
We've covered that.
And that redhead bitch from Wedding Crashers.
Yeah, because we have that one in common, because she's on mine, too. Mm-hmm. Maybe we should, like, reach out to her. Maybe we should Twitter mention her and see if she'll, like, fucking come in,
No, because then we'll get arrested and we'll get put somewhere weird.
She's married to Russell Brand, I think, too.
No... Borat.
Oh, Borat. Yeah, you're right. Sacha Baron Cohen. Yeah.
No, we could probably get a restraining order and put in celebrity jail. And we get kicked off Twitter.
What happens in celebrity jail?
Oh, I don't know.
Who do you get raped by?
Jeffrey Epstein, because he's not dead.
I guess, hold on. If you want to talk about Space Force, I gotta do...
Well, they set the rocket up in space today.
They did. Talk about that while I'm pulling something up here.
They put a rocket in space today.
Oh, cool. Fucking, you're as bad as everybody else where I'm like, hey, talk while I'm pulling something up.
No, well, I followed this guy on Facebook, and I don't even know how I followed him, but he's a major Trump supporter, and he just, like, shows pictures of his Rolex watches and stuff, and him on the golf course or whatever. But today he posted something that he said touched him in a way, and one of his, somebody posted on his Facebook that their 9-year-old son asked if space was just something seen in the movies. And today he got to witness it for the first time.
Oh, cool.
Well, that's nice of you, but I was like, that dumbass is 9 years old and he don't know that we have a fucking space program, been on the moon and have satellites in outer space?
Listen, let me tell you what. It's tough out there when we're living in the YouTube world, okay? And... what did I say? You
learned about this shit in school.
I know, but then...
you have science class.
Here's the thing. You got, like, I kind of got on Logan a little bit because he came in our bedroom the other night in the middle of a fucking AT&T commercial talking about 5G. And he's like, oh, 5G's horrible because of blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, dude, listen, Dad's fucking conspiracy farm, okay? And I'm here to tell you can't believe everything that you hear on YouTube just because you watched a fucking video. And he's like, well, I did research and I thought in school and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, yeah, bro, but listen, that's not a proven thing. I'm with you. Trust me. I'm with you. I'm just here to tell you, don't watch something on YouTube and take it for fucking gospel. Okay?
Because he's like, it gives you brain cancer. I'm like, so do microwaves.
That's what they've never fucking proven that, dude. I'm like, I'm here to, I'm kind of with you because I'm like, shit in the air probably can't be good for you. Fucking Wi-Fi is probably not good for you, to be honest with you. Like, all this shit flowing around you, Wi-Fi, fucking internet, this and that. Yeah, it's probably not fucking good for us, okay? No. But until they find out for sure, don't be going around with this vendetta against 5G,
probably why we all
okay?
got cancer and shit.
Maybe. This is a blast from the past that I need to play for you.
Space Force! Space Force! Space Force!
You remember this shit?
Space Force! Space Force! Space Force! Space Force!
This was my favorite song 2 years ago.
Space is a war-fighting domain, just like the land, the air, and sea. We have the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, the Space Force.
Space Force! Space!
Riding in the Tesla.
Space Force!
So this was, while I'm watching this show, and I'm trying to give it its fair shake, because I'm a big Office fan, I was excited about this show. This is all that's going through my head.
Yeah.
Like, and every time I hear Space Force, those two words together, I go, we call it the Space Force.
Yep.
Like, they fucked me with this.
Well, and then when Steve Carell was in the cockpit with the lady, with the helicopter driver, and she said something, and he was like, spaceman. Don't be, we have airmen and seamen, and you could be a spaceman. Don't be embarrassed to say your full title. She's just like, yes, sir. I thought it was really good. There's a lot of people in there. I don't know the lady's name, but she was in Wreck-It Ralph. What was her name?
Jane Lynch.
Jane Lynch. And the dude from Drew Carey show. Oswald, whatever his name is.
God, yeah, I forget his name too.
He's also an American Housewife.
That's kind of obscure.
And then Putty from Seinfeld's in it.
Just a lot of people for, like I was telling you, like a lot of like random people from Office, like the dude that Dwight's friend that Angela hired to put a hit on Oscar. He was in it for a bit part. The girl when Andy was going to American Idol and he was with that blonde chick in the line, like she was in it for just a split second.
Well,
like you could pick people out if you're fans of Office.
The Twitter guy was what the fuck is that Indian dude's name from Parks and Rec? Aziz? Yeah, his friend, remember?
Yes. Yeah.
That was his friend from Parks and Rec.
He had like a one name. I forget.
Yeah, Raffy or something like that, or something
like that. That's not it, but something that. Yeah.
But I thought it was really good. I enjoyed it.
You thought it was really good? Mm-hmm. So I'm intrigued enough to keep watching it, but I got to be honest, I was kind of let down so far. Really? Like I was hoping that it would be better.
What can they do better?
I don't know. Like, I mean, like there's good aspects of it, you know, like in the first episode, they're trying to, because the whole premise is that the Space Force is a joke, you know, obviously. Right. And then they institute the Space Force and then they flash forward a year. And at that point, a year into the Space Force, they want proof of like why it's needed, you know, because they're spending all this money and they need like, you know, we need to prove why we need to keep you funded or whatever. Right. So they're launching this satellite into space, and like that was funny because the Chinese satellite's real big, and it comes up behind it, and it just dismantles it.
It just snips the thing with like these
cuts scissors. The fucking panels off and shit. Like that whole premise was cool because then they were like, "How do we get it fixed?" Because they're trying not to fuck up in front of these people that you know are there to you know see the launch.
Pretty much rip them apart.
They send that fucking monkey to fix it or whatever. Like that whole thing was funny. That was funny. I like that. I just feel like I was expecting better just because, see, and that's, I guess, like, when you do a show like The Office, everything else, you're in a letdown spot. Because everything else is going to be compared to The Office.
I don't think so.
That's how I went into it. I was like, fucking Steve Carell's back, and he's a writer, or he's producing this show. Like, it's his fucking thing, and like, oh, it's going to be this big thing. Like, they hyped it, too. Like, I saw this shit for months.
Yeah.
And then I watched it, and I'm like... it was kind of like a letdown spot a little bit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm being overcritical. Maybe I'm being overcritical.
I like Steve Carell and everything that he does, so I really enjoyed it. I think my favorite part of the show was I think it was the 3rd episode we watched, and they were grilling him on why he needed to spend how it was like an absurd amount of money on oranges, on fresh fruit.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, I need to tell my people why you need to spend all this money on...
It was a $10,000 orange, because that's what it cost to take the orange into space or something.
Okay, yeah, that's what it was. Because she's like, what is this? And he's like, an orange. What does it cost? $1. How much does it cost us? $1.50. And she's like, $10,000. And he's like, whoa. Explain to me why. And he was like, because when scientists basically are putting their life on the line and they want something to remind them of why they're doing what they're doing, then they should have an orange. Because they spend... They're away from their families and they eat dehydrated bullshit. He was like, they mix macaroni and cheese powder with their what is it, filtered urine to make the cheese sauce. So I feel like they should have an orange, and that really was like.
Well, and I don't know if you picked up on it, but like the person that because he was in front of like
a panel?
Yeah, like a panel. I don't know what it would be. It wasn't like Congress. It was like the senators or something that basically the people that were giving him funding. And that particular person, I believe, was supposed to be like modeled after AOC. Because she had the same look and she kind of had mannerisms like her and shit, little things like that, little subtle things are cool, I think. And I'm interested to see where it goes. Like, we'll watch some more when we're done because I want to see.
It was funny because the oldest one on the panel, this old dude, he was like, why do I need to give you money? And he's like, so I can protect America. He's like, sounds good to me. And he was like, you need to protect this flat earth we live on.
He's like, well, jury's out on that.
Right. So he kept saying, God bless America and this flat earth. And then somebody said about it being round. He's like, it is a rectangle.
Well, that's what he was talking about, the orange. He was like, and it's round as the globe we're on. And the dude gave him a look and he was like, look, relax with the fucking...
It's a rectangle. So I enjoy it. I'd watch it. I'd watch more of it.
Yeah, we gotta check some more of that out tonight. I actually got...
also Lisa Kudrow is his wife.
Yeah, and that's one thing that, that was one of the first things that didn't sit right with me because they flash forward and the bitch was in prison and they don't explain why. Mm-mm. Like, he just goes to visit her in prison and I'm like, all right, like, fucking, you gotta get into it a little bit, man. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
She's prostituting.
Maybe. Mm-hmm. I got a video I want to play for you. I want to say it's related, but it's not really related, but it's kind of related.
Okay. Good enough for me.
So I'm going to pull this up here and throw it on the screen for you to see.
Okay.
It is called, I Lost My Virginity at an Alien Orgy.
What? Oh my God. That dude is 80. Did he just lose his virginity?
So what's up, man? I guess the first question I want to ask you, why you him?
It was nice.
Did they run game on you, like whisper sweet nothings in your ear? Like, what made you take that step?
My first time, I lived on a farm, and one morning I was going down to Altoona Lake, but it was a hot day, so I was going to go through the woods. And there was a strange-looking woman sitting underneath the trees. I become very aroused. She comes over to me. She doesn't say anything. The woman gets on top of me. She has her way with me. I'm looking at her body. I'm looking at her eyes, and then I faint or pass out or something.
Their faces.
I'm aroused.
But I woke up, and she was gone. And I pulled my pants up and everything, and I got out of there.
You would be good at writing erotic novels, or at least putting them on tape, because your voice is good for this as well. It sounds scary, but it also sounds very appealing in some ways.
It was appealing in some ways.
That dude is
Anyway, later, I think it was the next day, the woman, a couple of the little grays, and I think the insect being was there. And there were babies, 50 or 60 at the least.
Okay, so like a litter.
Yeah, and I'm going like, whoa, whose babies are these? And he points to me. It was weird.
Wow.
I didn't know what to expect.
How did the babies look? Did they look like you?
He's got paintings.
This is a woman with the baby. And I'm reaching over and I'm touching the baby.
I guess she was very attractive.
I don't know, I wouldn't hit that. I would have.
Kind of got a Janet from Three's Company type of look.
Yeah, there's a little Janet right there, though.
The last time I saw them, they handed me a book to look at.
What was in the book?
I don't know. It happened so quickly.
Oh.
He had a gold chain on. That would be a dope outfit.
Oh, denim.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
This is how it went down?
Yeah.
Then that guy's you?
Yeah, on the floor, yes.
I see why they picked you. You had a handsome head of hair back then.
Actually, this was kind of funny in a way.
They got titties?
Yeah.
The Grays was watching?
Some of them, yes.
Is this like some freaky swinger party?
No.
You was like a sex slave.
No, I don't consider myself a sex slave.
Oh, because you was down with it.
I was down with it.
Boy, I see the look at him. Yeah, I will. Yeah, why not? Why not? Looks like a fun time.
I like
you
that.
really
Dude.
got like 100 kids out here.
Oh, yes.
Man,
a
your
lot.
alien child support got to be sky high.
Oh, man, I have no idea. I have no idea.
Yeah, that's how you get child alien services called on. Did they ever give you Father's Day gifts?
No.
Do they have names?
Not that I know of.
Oh.
Look at that
Well, that's nice though that they keep in contact.
I want to go to Danny's house. I want to go to Danny's house.
So that's
That
a guy
was
named
amazing.
That's a guy named Danny Brown. I don't know who he is, and he's got a little web show, I guess, called Danny's House.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that guy before.
Me too. He looked familiar.
Is the thing. That's what drew me to that video, and I saved it. And you see, I saved it fucking 6 months ago. We talked about it last week. I'm clearing out my saves. I've seen that guy on like regular UFO shows before talking about the same story. Like he told the same story on like a regular ass UFO show I've seen before. Don't remember which one it was. But apparently, yeah, he's saying he got like raped when he was a kid and fathered all these alien kids. And I seen the thing on that before too, which we found out that one was bullshit, that Stan Romanek fucking thing. Because he was saying the same thing about fathering them alien kids, and then they tried to call him and shit.
Like tree trunks.
That fucking Adventure Time episode is the same premise there with the mantis and all the kids and shit. They probably stole that from that video.
No, Adventure Time's woke.
Adventure Time is mad woke. That's a real occurrence. What do you think about that? What do you think about fathering alien babies?
I think it's possible.
You think it's possible? They call that starseed.
Mm.
And that's how we got half alien babies on, or half alien, half human
Maybe
people.
Maybe that's what black-eyed kids are.
That could be. That could be. You know about the black-eyed kids? Mm-hmm. Do you know about the black-eyed kids from me or from your own life?
Well, from watching paranormal
from both
shows, yeah.
I heard black-eyed kids might even be vampires.
Maybe.
They could be
because they have to be. They say they're vampires because they have to be invited in.
Yeah, that's stupid. That's old school vampire rules.
Like Adventure Time.
Vampires don't run by them rules anymore.
Nope, they come over they want.
Vampires fucking glisten in the sunlight now.
They look like diamonds.
Yeah.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Exactly like that.
Shine like a diamond.
I like that. I like that interview. I'm gonna look more into buying some of that art.
They got titties though. That was pretty good.
It was. You know what's weird to me is when they have hair. They have regular ass aliens, like you would see like a regular ass gray alien face, but they got long hair
and regular
skin with white titties and shit.
Yeah,
white skin, white titties.
Well, peach skin because like their face is like white. Like they do the gray white face, and then they have like white people skin.
White people skin with
white people
with regular bodies too. Like it would be like a regular woman body with a fucking alien head on top of it. So weird. It's so weird, man. Mm-hmm. I dig it though. I'm here for it.
Weird.
Maybe we'll talk about it on Creatures sometime. We could do some more digging.
Yeah, maybe you can find somebody that has alien babies.
I would love to find someone with alien babies. Can I ask for submissions right now? We're opening the phone lines. We're opening the fucking emails. The bulk of my submissions come through the website. Mm-hmm. You want to submit something through the website? Please, by all means. Alien babies, if you or yourself have fathered alien babies or know someone that has, please reach out to me. I need to speak with you immediately. I got another video I want to show you.
Okay, cool. I like videos.
I know you do, and that's why I'm clearing out my closet. M&M. This one's called Christian Crack House.
Devil had his crack house. You have to
Getting high on God.
The devil had his crack house. Now I'm gonna have my crack house, and they're gonna get high on my crack.
Former meth addict Brandon something or other has Christian Crack House, where worshipers get high with the Lord.
Oh no.
Hi,
I'm Billy.
Hi, Brandon. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Welcome to the Crack House.
Thank you for having us.
This is the main crack house of this whole area. because this is actually the worst area of Minnesota with 36 organized gangs and stuff, so they'd sling crack out of here. It was all boarded up. There was 9mm cartridges over the doors, just all kinds of crazy stuff because it's a crack house. So when the person bought it and gave it to us, they bought it for $20,000, like nothing, because nobody wanted to live here.
Why is it so fragrant in here?
Burning frankincense. I do a lot of stuff with...
Can we talk about, one, his anchor tattoo under his eye?
Mm-hmm.
People typically have the teardrop under their eye, and that means you've murdered someone.
Right.
What do you have? What have you done with your life when you have a Popeye anchor tattooed under your eye?
I don't know. Maybe life's just weighing him down, man.
Wow, you're spiritual. And then
And he's staying grounded.
peep his hat next time it comes back too. It says,
What about that Christmas sweater?
It says Lord on it. Yeah, why does he do have that? He's got an ugly Christmas sweater with Santa
Just
Claus
hanging up.
coming out. Yeah.
And I was like, it's funny because I was like, that's a nice looking crack house. And then he was like, there was boarded up 9mm cartridges everywhere.
Yeah.
They fixed that shit up nice. If you're doing drugs with the Lord, you got to have a nice house.
You got to have a nice presentation.
Mhm.
Peep that hat. It says Lord when he comes back.
Essential oils just for like fun, and we snuff,
Oh my
like snort them and huff them and get all jacked up on them.
Look at her face.
Does that make you high?
Yeah, do you want to try it? This stuff's so pure that you can be orally ingested and huffed up the nose. And you just pour a little on there.
Okay.
And just bring it right into your brains and get high on frankincense.
So that's allowed, right? I guess it's
Oh,
godly.
it's totally legal.
Okay,
Yeah, I mean,
cool.
Jesus, and when I was a baby, he started huffing frankincense.
Did you know
right
that?
in the crib.
Oh, yeah.
Right there in the
that's
crib.
The first, that's the first paragraph in the
Cool.
Bible.
Got an oily face now.
I like how the girl
why
that went there to
I'm-
talk to him just was like, yeah, fuck it. I'll snort some
It's
frankincense.
like she used to be a drug addict.
She looks like the bitch from The
I'm
Craft.
down.
Cool.
Oh, the weird
I
looking
got
one?
some
Yeah.
other
The big
stuff
mouth?
that maybe
Yes.
we can get high on later that's totally like a healthy Holy
ladies are
Ghost
gonna
body
do
high. It's called diamond
Lord
oil.
orgies.
And I
Okay.
invented it and own the patents on it.
What drug would you compare that to then?
Probably like a clean and pure methamphetamine, actually.
Get the diamond oil out.
Yeah, she's about it. He had an anchor too, and he's hitting it out of a fucking Lego person.
Wow.
Our
They're
goal
practicing.
is
They're
to
meditating.
trance out the entire planet on the drunken glory and,
It said-
really
hold
let
on,
them physically
hold on,
experience
hold on.
that there's
Go
no
back.
high like the
Hold
Most
on.
High. And there doesn't.
It said Godka, get drunk on Jesus.
Yes.
Did you see that?
What's the other one say? There were two of them.
There were two of them. Hold on, I'm gonna have to bring it back. Hold on. Godka, get drunk on Jesus.
Uh-huh.
Our goal is to trance out the entire planet on the drunken glory.
I couldn't
and
read
I
the
couldn't
other
read
one.
it either.
It
It was too
physically
fast.
It said
experience that
Jehovah
there's no high
something.
like the Most High. And there doesn't you don't have to like spend all your money to get high. It's a free substance that's
Yeah.
closer than the air you breathe, and basically just help people find the perfect drug.
They're in like church service raves right now,
Yeah.
taking
The
communion.
point of the drunkenness is experiencing God. And I would say drunkenness is a form of intimacy with God.
Pure love, pure joy, straight crack.
Until you're
Religion
barfing
is the
everywhere.
most evil substance on the face of the earth. Christianity in its purest form is pure pleasure, pure spirituality that benefits everyone around you continuously by positive energy. 2,000 years ago, they were experiencing ecstasy in the Holy Spirit, and it's been just a common occurrence
See his
throughout
harp?
the entire church
Oh,
history.
yeah.
And so the drunkenness is simply ecstasy. It's pure biblical Christianity.
Obviously.
Mm-hmm. Some of what he said makes sense.
I was gonna say I'm with a lot of his
Yeah.
shit, dude. I'm not trying to fucking sniff any
No.
frankincense, but I'm with a lot of what he's saying, dude, about organized religion kind of being like bad, but like the root of what they're talking about is good and
Mm-hmm.
good vibes and all that good shit. I'm with a lot of it, man. Maybe we should try some of his
No,
fucking.
I'm not doing it.
You don't want to try no frankincense?
No.
You want to get Godka?
I don't
Let's
want
get drunk on Jesus.
Listen, I'm okay with mushrooms and stuff like that, but
Glad
I
you
don't want to
said that.
do. I don't want to do anything that's a pure form of methamphetamine. Like I'm just not.
Well, that's his shit that he created.
Well, I know, but I'm saying I'm
Diamond
all
dust
about
or
taking stuff to do spiritual journeys and all.
Awakenings.
Yeah, like stuff like that. But I'm not taking anything that's supposed to mimic methamphetamine or crack cocaine.
Well, I mean, Adderall really kind of mimics meth, and we give that to kids. Well, not we, but like they give that to kids. Adderall,
Is that like
that's
Ritalin?
ADD. Yeah, Ritalin. Yeah, that's like fucking
Okay.
focused shit. Like I've been asking for Adderall for years. When I first became friends with the plunge, I was like, bet kids that are 20, it's distributed like fucking school lunches to them. I know they've got Adderall. Let me fucking have it. I was wrong.
Yeah.
I was fucking wrong. I'm with that shit, man. What do you think about getting high with that? With getting high on God?
Well, I guess to bring you closer to him. Or whatever God you believe
See, this
in.
is why these go in the miscellaneous save folder, because I don't really know how to bring them up, but I want to show them to you.
Yeah, I think it just depends on what your
Intentions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your intentions are.
Exactly.
Speaking of,
hit me.
We did something today
What?
that was a total bust.
Fuck yeah! I'm glad you said that. I meant to talk about that. We tried our hand at randonauting today. Mm-hmm. And that sounds kind of fucking stupid to say even. But former guest and one of my favorite people, Nick Hinton, author of the Saturn Time Cube and all the things that have kind of pushed me further down the rabbit hole. He is part of a company, or not a company, but like a project called Fatum. Mm-hmm. And they have an app, and it's called Randonautica, I think. And basically what it is kind of like a way to like break, in quotes, break the matrix. Because we get in our paths and we get in our routines and we do the same shit every day, and we don't really stray outside that. So this is kind of a way to like break out of that and maybe push the boundary. Like let's just say we're living in a simulation. This is a way to kind of like force the fucking shit to work around us. Okay. If that's the extreme left. I think the extreme right is, hey, get out and fucking go for a drive and walk around and do some shit. So the idea is you get this app and it's connected to a supercomputer, and you've got to set an intention when you send it your location, like your coordinates. You set an intention, and then it spits out a place for you to go, and you're supposed to go there. And a lot of people see, like something that mimics their intention or whatever, or something like I don't want to say ask a question because it's not like a fortune teller or something, but it's related shit. And we both tried it today, and we both got like points in people. I got a point in someone's backyard. You got a point in a gated community that we couldn't go through the fucking gate. Right. Like it was kind of a bust for us.
And then we tried it when we were driving like towards the beach, and I'm like, let me put an intention out there. And you're like, it's behind us now. So I'm not turning around.
This is a fucking bust. Maybe we need to have Nick on again or something, and he can like kind of lay it out.
Well, and two, when you have two kids yelling your name in the back seat, you can't really focus on intention for anything.
You know what? There's a whole thread on Reddit for it where people kind of put their experiences with it, and let's see what some other people have. I'm going to try to log in and check that.
Okay.
And see what some other people's experience have, because I mean, like, I feel like it works for some people. Mm-hmm. It didn't work for us, and maybe we're doing it wrong. I don't know.
Maybe I don't think that we're in the right frame of mind. Maybe
that could be. Here it is, Randonauts. Yeah. So. Let's scroll through these posts. What's it say here? Well, here's a better explanation. Okay. Randonauting is a way to turn the world around you into an adventure. Stemming from research of the Fatum project, Randonautica was created to send a randonaut outside of their day-to-day routine by using a quantum random number generator to derive a coordinate to journey to. Early results are showing there might be more to mind over matter interaction than we once knew. The Randonauts movement is a global phenomenon where we welcome all curious explorers. Randonautica.com, randonauts.com. There's 47,000 members on there, which when I actually downloaded the app, it's in the top 50 on the Apple Store.
Wow.
So like people are fucking using it. Here's a video. It says I set my intention to peace, and I sure got it. And it's like just calm water with
nice.
He's
nice guy.
Like a shoreline or whatever, like it took him to the water or whatever. So, man, I could see that.
But it gives you somewhere close. It's not like you're going to have to drive 10 hours away.
Intention was love, was about to leave. My friend saw this mural. Looks like a hand-painted mural that literally says love with hearts on it or whatever.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, read this one.
Oh, let's see. Randonautica is telling me to get back with my ex-husband, ? So my ex-husband recently broke up with me about a month ago. It's been really hard on us. Today we decided to meet up casually and try to hang out, take our mind off things, go on a Randonautica adventure. First spot we went to wasn't anything special, just a random suburban house.
Like us?
But the second time we went, it took us to a random trail in the woods. We saw a giant tree had recently fallen. We had to crouch our way under it to continue forward. It wasn't until the location started looking familiar. Randonautica took us to a special spot that had a significant role in our history as a couple. Roughly 4 years ago, my husband and I made love in this spot for the first time. Holy shit. But we didn't recognize it at first because the app took us through a trail in the opposite direction. For days, we've been saying how we wish we could turn the clock back and go back to when we weren't fighting every other day. Could this be what we wanted Randonautica to show us? I don't know, but one thing's for sure. Me and my ex-husband shared a few kisses for the first time in a while at this special spot of ours.
Well, ain't that sweet?
Dude, and call it bullshit, call it whatever you want, but I mean, like, that's a nice fucking story, dude. You know?
It sounds like you're telling Randonautica that you want to get back together. That's cute.
Hey, fucking A, dude. That's a good explanation.
That's a good one.
See, and like, I didn't have any of this planned, obviously, because you just brought it up at the fucking spur of the moment, and we're just casually scrolling through here for examples or whatever. So that's a fucking good one.
There's Nick hitting over there, Mr. Moderator.
Yeah, Nick is a moderator. Sent our intentions to love and light. We found Mimosa hostilis. What is Mimosa hostilis?
Oh.
Looks like a nice little
flower
or plant or something. Intention was choices. The universe responded with, "You need Jesus." Took me to a church.
Take me to church.
Yeah, so you get the idea. Manifested monochrome.
What?
Point was next to another yellow building near a yellow bush with a yellow shopping cart.
Yikes.
It's weird. But, I mean, it's kind of feeding into a common thought that we've been having as a couple recently, and that's, positive vibes and mind over matter and, putting out good shit into the universe. So
yep.
It was a fun little experiment. It just didn't kind of work out for us. So like I said, maybe we'll have Nick back, because the creatures have been talking about getting Nick back to talk about crazy shit anyway. So maybe I could get him back and we can talk about this randonauting a little bit and do it right.
That'd be cool.
Would that be cool for you?
Yeah.
All right, so let's queue up the Space Force on Netflix. Let's get some fucking frankincense out and do a couple bumps. Are you ready to call this a day?
Yeah.
All right.
Lord.
This has been another episode of Hashtag No Offense, and if you're a new listener, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts for giving us a shot. Please subscribe. Consider subscribing and coming back and checking us out on a week-to-week basis, because, I mean, like, we love doing it for you. If you love hearing it, then by golly, fucking keep doing it. We're available everywhere. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, the official platform for podcasting.
They basically want to take everybody out of business.
They're fucking shutting it down. Fucking
what is it, Mongo something?
Monopoly?
Yeah, maybe.
Stitcher, Google, Apple Podcast, all the fucking spots were there.
She wants to have sex like an acrobat. That song.
That is called "She's My Queen" by the band Diesel
that's
Boy.
Exactly what it is. Okay. She's my queen.
And the line is, she'll teach you how to fuck like an acrobat.
There you go. See, I know you'd get it.
Well, you gotta give me a little bit more, dude.
Queen. Wait.
Yeah, I'll outro on it. Okay.
Good. Okay.
You want me to do it live for you?
Yeah.
I'll pull that up while I'm.
All right. Follow our shit.
Well, here why don't you tell people where they can find us on the web while I'm pulling it up? Okay.
Let's let you do this. Everywhere on the internet, and you can find us at HTNOS.com. Also, check out all our.
Where can they find us? Finding us everywhere on the internet. Where?
HTNOS.com.
And HTNOS on all the socials, right?
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
And I'm Duchess Wetsky on Twitter, and he's the real Wetsky everywhere. And then, do we talk about our group of friends now?
Yeah. Why don't you keep it up? Keep it up. Keep it up.
You can find all kinds of shit. Wait, no, I'm not going there yet. Okay, so check out also our friends on Simmons and More podcast. Adam and Bobby. Check out Riley and the Plunge Boys. Check out Jason and himself, or maybe sometimes his wife, on Schwipin. Shit Happens When You Party Naked. Check out Kaz and DJ Sentry at the Hood Diner. And Mikey and his crew on Failing Hollywood. And then you can also find original content on Inner Circle Presents Network, where they do Creatures of the Night, Winner Circle. What else is on there? Sports sometimes.
Sports when there's sports. Slimmer Circle, I'm told. I keep being reassured there's going to be some dietitian talk with the Almies.
Definitely count on Creatures, though. It's good.
Creatures is in full swing.
Yeah.
Winter Circle is running. Mikey and Jackie are killing that. Just all kinds of content for you. We're trying. If you like it, we'll keep doing it until you tell us to stop. And then we'll do it out of fucking spite.
Okay. Yeah, this one.
Thanks for listening, guys. This has been another episode of Hashtag No Offense.
She's from the South Bay. She loves to pull Hemingway. She vacuums the house in a high heel and a lingerie. Dad's an engineer. Mom likes to interfere. And every night it's a bottle of wine to overtime and mask her fear. She's my queen, she's my Marilyn, and I'm a Jordan Maggio. She is my queen. She does up her hair, monogamous affair, where the dinner conversation is the sex and more, yeah. Then it's back to a flat. Above the laundromat, where she'll teach you how to fuck like an acrobat. She's my queen, she's my Marilyn, and I'm a Jordan Maggio. She is my queen. She'll flash that angel devil then and wait for worship to begin. She is my queen, she's my Marilyn, and I'm her Jordan Maggio. She is my queen.